so we are on our way back home, and we decided that we were gonna stop and take the tour of the Christmas Story house. That's the Bupp's house, but we will be heading next door and checking that out, so come with us. All right, so I guess you can stay at both houses now, huh? So you can stay at the Bupp's house and at the Christmas Story house. The last tours goes around like 5 o'clock, and I guess if you're staying at one of them, you get to stay in like a little waiting room until it's all closed down for the night, and then you get to go around and reenact all your favorite Christmas Story scenes. The exteriors were filmed here, and a bunch of other stuff was filmed in Canada, so which was really close to where we were in Buffalo. Just pretty much right over there was the school, and you got the bridge scene, the Chinese food scene. That's all in Canada. But yeah, some of the alleyway scenes, the tree lot, all those are all up in Canada. But the house is here. They bought it. They made it look like it did in the movie, because it used to just have vinyl siding on it and just look like any other house in the neighborhood. So it's really cool what they've done, and they've redecorated it so it looks like it did in the movie, even though it wasn't filmed inside here. So the author, TV personality, Gene Shepherd, he was from Indiana, so they had the meeting of the cast there at the visitor center, and we went around, or I went around to all the locations that Gene Shepherd would have wrote about. The store, the Chinese food place, his boyhood home. The Bupp's house.
The Bupp's house.
Alright. So they pretty much bought up this whole block pretty much.
We will have to change our butt later.
And there's the house. Alright, so we got the museum.
Baby.
When Flick gets dared to stick his tongue on the flagpole. We got the fire truck. So I did get to meet Flick and Schwartz at the meet and greet. All right, we finally made it here when things are open. The little Funko Pops, some air fresheners, and the Bupp's house. The merchandising is ridiculous. I thought it was pretty crazy at the meet and greet there at the visitor center.
Oh my God.
It's got everything.
Do we feel like eventually we need to get these houses?
These houses?
Yeah, because you know how Mom has a collection of houses. Should we keep adding to it?
I don't
With
know.
the departments. Look, they even have the department store.
Shoot. Christmas vacation, guys.
It's the mug toast. Oh, the moose mug toast.
Moose mug toast.
And that.
Aunt Ed, our joined the play ball. What was it? What was her name? The one with the cat.
Oh, I don't remember. But look if they have the houses. And
Yeah.
Eddie's thing.
That house is no longer. They bulldozed all those houses.
They have the garage, the house, and they have Cousin Eddie's.
Can't get Flick's hat. Cleveland Brown leg lamp. That's funny. We got some pop collections here. Sandy Claus. Jack Skellingtons. It's a Ralphie Pink Nightmare. Leah wants to do the elf in the shelf for the kids.
Very bad.
Papa.
Here's the leg lamp. In the box. Don't touch anything in here. Where's the box? Graham, slow here. Stay with me. Stay with me, okay?
The stairs.
All right, folks, we're just gonna hang out in the foyer.
We are starting in the kitchen. I got little Wesley here. So she just went over this field about Gene Shepherd and how they came about to film out here. So, yes. Quick. All right. Is this your little hideout? Alright, so they made the box too big, so they had to cut it down. It's an old, is that a Kirby? Is that a Kirby vacuum? That thing is so heavy. My mom had a Kirby.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is this the best part of your day, dear?
It's got the scope. The Red Ryder. There's a Red Ryder box. All right, we're gonna close Randy's hideout. Ralphie's little brother. Is Daddy gonna kill Ralphie? No. Buffer Sound's gonna eat some turkey. Hey, bud. We gotta go upstairs. Alright, heading on.
Slow down. It's a Red Ryder BB gun case. Here, show you. One day soon we'll show you what a BB gun is.
Raggedy Andy. Red Riders. You'll shoot your eye out.
Well, here's his dad. His glasses. his paper. Shoot your eye out. You see his paper.
All right, so I think this is the holding cell for the bed and breakfast, or the people staying. All right, boy. Here's his decoder. We got our 2-minute warning. All right. Little sewing office. Another vacuum. All right, we are going back down. Right. Is this how the couches were in the movie?
I feel like this one.
Back to back like that? That's a...
Oh, probably no. He probably just filled the space.
Oh, no, I'm gonna get it.
Can you see the Christmas tree?
No, real quick, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we gotta follow the directions, okay?
All right. We get to see where Black Bart was.
Jump.
So out of all the people I've met, Black Bart actor was one of the coolest guys. I was talking with him about Jerry O'Connell, My Secret Identity. He did a bunch of the special effects on it. And he just loved to talk about what he did on that show. It was awesome.
So you can imagine how unsafe that is. That was the second method. And the third method, you guys actually might eat this on occasion. It is instant mashed potato flakes. And in the credits roll, that's actually the production team throwing around instant mashed potato flakes, and the wind machine is blowing on the house. So you're welcome. Alright, so like I said, there were 2 scenes that were filmed out here. The first one was the Black Bart scene. So, if you guys remember, there were 4 robbers out here. They were all running around the backyard and all that, trying to rob the house. But the thing is, Ralphie actually shot 3 shots at them. And just like the old man says, he was a dead eye. And so for the most part, that scene was shot out here. But if you remember, you see some of the scene was filmed in the kitchen, right? So that was actually filmed in Canada on a soundstage. Other than that, when you're seeing Ralphie shoot out the window and then out here, that was all out in on property. But let's look at our house really quick. I said Ralphie was shooting out a window, right? But the thing is, we don't have a window anymore. So there's a good reason for that. That is now a bathroom. We shrunk the kitchen a little bit, and you kind of don't want people looking through the bathroom, right? We have to get rid of that that window, and we are thinking of having a facade right there for eventually. So next time you guys come over, you might just see it there. And then a not so fun fact about that scene is Peter Billingsley, who played Ralphie, he was actually given chewing tobacco for that scene. Of course, an 11-year-old can't handle their chewing tobacco, so he started puking everywhere. And his mom, of course, found out about it, and she got really upset, and she demanded that the production team give him ground-up raisins instead. So what you were seeing in the movie is him chewing up and spinning up ground-up raisins. So, thankfully. Alright, so the last scene that was filmed out here was when Ralphie shot his eye out. So who remembers what he lied to his mom, saying he got hit with insect?
Icicle.
Yeah, he said it was an icicle. And then for that scene, they actually, Peter Billingsley was actually standing around this hay patch right there. And based on that information, let's look at our house again really quick. Do you think you can get hit with an icicle from that angle? Yeah, not really. So he's a pretty bad liar, isn't he? Alright, so I want you guys to raise your hands really quick. lied to their parents before. You should especially be raising me.
We got Ralphie. Oh no, Sheriff! Alright. That's Daddy?
Yeah, you gotta take one of them.
Okay. Alright, there's a second tour group. Going to the museum. Alright. So, the Raleigh Inn is where Gene Shepard and the director met up with the homeowner because he was in the bar drinking, buying him shots, getting him drunk, and offered him a bunch of money to film in his house.
Alright, so I just have one rule in here. Please don't use flash when you're taking your photos and videos. We want to keep everything nice and preserved in here so that people in the future can keep seeing our artifacts. And I'm going to give a 2-minute warning like last time. And after that 2 minutes...
Little orphan Annie. Man, oh man. It's a big old movie poster. That's it. All right, Zach Ward stuff. And the little toady.
Okay.
Reggie.
Okay, I came over here. We're taking our time.
That's his father.
It was his
Did
father,
get
and
to
his
meet
dad
the
actually passed
elf.
away, like, I think like a week ago or something. You want to stay with the
Production shots.
That's how.
Behind the scene photos. So poisoning
Yeah,
scene.
collect these toys, bud. Not these toys. They are not for today. Hey, we don't do that either, sir. We don't do that either.
Rest in peace, old man. Gene Shepard.
You see how he's got his lip out like it's sad to make it.
I had a Raggedy Ann and Andy doll.
The dirt bike kid over here. Here's an
Something missing.
elf
Here, Mom.
for Christmas. Bunch of toys. There's Higbee's is now a casino in Cleveland. Also the parade scene. Got Flicks. Schwartz. It's funny that the guy who plays Flick is actually named Schwartz. funny thing about all these actors is actually all really short.
So Grant, look, this is a bib that they want people for. Look how big this bib is. Isn't it silly? It's a big bib.
Right. Red Ryder, Daisy, Target. We try to like Bart scene. Jane Shepherd.
All right, folks, we're gonna give a 2-minute warning.
All right, we gotta move. We got our 2-minute warning. Oh, dude, you dropped Bandit, dude. Yay. Schwartz. It's smiling at me. Flash Gordon. A plus. Chippewa old fire truck. Movie star. Alright. We gotta hurry up. So this is over by Niagara Falls, the school. Still there. The door. The little toady.
All right, folks. So when Gene Shepherd was actually asking Daisy to make a couple for the movie, he asked specifically for the compass and the thing that tells time, or the sundial, to be in addition to the stop. But the thing is, he might have been a little confused because Red Riders actually don't come with those features. So he might have been mixing it up with the 1937 Buck Jones, which actually does have those features, and it is also a pump action, if you know anything about guns. So either way, Daisy did make 6 of these guns for the movie specifically, so you are actually seeing a one-of-a-kind gun. But so if you guys try to buy a Red Ryder with those features, you're out of luck because they don't make them like that. Either way, like I said, there were 6 made for the movie. Obviously, one is here. Peter Billingsley, our Rhinestone Cowboy himself, actually has one. So what ended up happening with that was the production team gave his mom one after the movie wrapped up, and they asked her to give it to him the year after the movie wrapped up. So I think that's a pretty nice Christmas gift. So yeah, there's 2. 3 are owned privately, and then the last one is actually missing. So if you guys ever decide to Red Ryder BB gun hunt, you're going to look for 2 features. The first feature is that usually the tassels are going to be on the right side, but you'll notice that this one's on the left side. That's because Peter Billingsley is left-handed. So that's our first feature. The second feature is going to be that it's going to say Plymouth, Michigan, USA, right above where the trigger is. So Plymouth, Michigan at the time was where Daisy was making all of their toys and stuff, but that plant has since burnt down, and now they are located in Arkansas. So if you find a gun with those 2 features, you might want to get it appraised or something, and you might want to hit us up, right? Yeah, you guys like money, right? We'll compensate you. All right, so we are going to next talk about if Flip gets his stun stuck to the flagpole, and you guys are going to follow me this way. We're going to head over to the cars, and make sure you have your lanyards ready. I'm going to be collecting those at the door.
Sorry.
You're slow. I couldn't race back up. Catch
Dragging out.
without any issues.
Have your lanyard, please. Scott Schwartz, who played Flick He was 14 years old during the time of filming, and he was a real prankster. So some things he would like to do on set was he would order food service to the adults, and especially to their hotel rooms. So the adults inside would wonder why their bills were so much. And then also, he would like to get the younger kids to do his dirty work for him. Remember, this is being filmed also in Canada, and so he would get the younger kids to throw water balloons at the production team. You can imagine how that felt in the middle of winter. Basically, during filming for this scene where Flick gets his tongue stuck to the flagpole, Scott Schwartz is asked to stick his tongue to the fake flagpole. They turned on the suction, and then they started rolling the cameras to do the scene. And when everyone goes inside, when they leave him alone, Bob Clark, our director, yells, "Cut! We're going to lunch." So depending on when you ask Scott Schwartz, he was stuck there for between 5 and 40 minutes. And what you are seeing in the movie is him actually screaming for help. So I think that's a pretty good revenge plot. We have 2 cars on property. This one right here is our 1939 Ford American LeFranc. Unfortunately, this is not the one that saved Flick from the flagpole. This one was given to us by a couple in Mississippi. And they restored it to make it look like the one that was used in the movie. The real one is actually in Niagara Falls, Ontario, and it belongs to the Chippewa Volunteer Fire Department. So if you guys ever decide to set something on fire in Niagara Falls, that car actually might just save you, because it actually is still in operation on occasion. So if you guys could come over here for the movie, and you kind of don't want to see 80s cars in a 1930s and 40s film. So this is actually one of them. You will still see it in the parade scenes, especially the one where the Wizard of Oz shows up. About the one where the old man actually had the Oldsmobile, that car actually is in a junkyard. The original owner decided not to keep it when the engine blew out, so he actually put it in a junkyard, unfortunately. This car actually is still operational. Please don't ask me to take you on a joyride, though. I really like my job, so I don't want to lose it, and also I don't know how to drive stick shift. So that is the end of my time with you guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed your time with me, and I also do accept tips if you're into that. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
1938 Oldsmobile sedan. So this was in the parade scene, but it's not the old man's car. But it was in the movie. Pink nightmare tree. It's got the little slippers underneath it. Alright, so you see all this Christmas Story stuff in here. And from what I understand is all the actors don't see a dime from any of this merchandise. So that's why if they do autograph signings or stuff like that, go pay the money, get your pictures taken with these guys, because they're making no money off of this movie. They're making nothing off of their likenesses being on all this stuff. I don't know if Peter's getting any money, but Flick and Schwartz and all the other guys aren't really seeing any money off of any of this merchandise here. Alright, so you got the Jean Shepherd book, In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash. Famous radio DJ, broadcaster. You can get a little bar of soap. You can actually order the brand soap off of Amazon, but they took the chemical out of it that made it less desirable to eat.
I'm gonna start dropping you on the floor.
Let me drop that kid. Oh no. Alright. Merry Christmas. One of my other favorite Christmas movies. And Peter was in Elf for a little cameo. He was one of the elves in the workshop. Also in Four Christmases. So they do have Christmas Story House merchandise. Let's see if we can see this. There we go. Oh my. Can't really see it. Fall theme. Alright. I'm gonna film some of these and then line up some shots later. So the famous street, Cleveland Street. We're gonna walk down here because a couple scenes were filmed out here on the sidewalk. Where Randy falls down, I believe was over here. Can't put your arms down.
Come on, guys. Wait up.
Wait up. Are you pulling it?
I'm I'm on a line.
Yeah, little handicap accessible on that house.
I'm gonna put a different shirt on in this room. It's hot. That's exactly what
Alright, so it kind of calmed down a little bit out here. It's a beautiful day on Cleveland Street. Stars. So I do believe you do see this side of the neighborhood a little bit. Everybody's filmed this. Adam the Woo's stayed overnight inside there. Acted out some of the scenes. We stopped by here after hiking at Cuyahoga Valley, and we got here after 5 and everything was all closed up, so we just got some exterior shots, but I never did film it, and Leah didn't really want to come back out here to do this tour, so I am thankful that she decided that she wanted to come with us. So, and it is really cool that they're making so much money off of this that they're able to buy pretty much this whole neighborhood. This house, this building, this house, and the Buppis house. So, you're like pretty much gonna own this whole block eventually. And then no one will be upset that they made it into a tourist attraction. And it wasn't even that big of a movie when it came out, so that's crazy. It's a cult classic. They play it 24 hours marathon. We're gonna go downtown Cleveland for Higbee's. We still got a 6-hour drive home, so we're just gonna hit the road, and that'll be it for our time out here in not Cleveland. Not Cleveland. Tremont. Or Cleveland. So, Buppis house. The Stacks. Factory worker. Blue collar. Ties. The real Gene Shepherd's house. Doesn't look as pretty as this. It is a small little house. The homeowner has a little leg lamp up in an upper window, like a dormer, there in Indiana. So I have a video of that. I have a video of the visitor center all dressed up with the Christmas story stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check that out on my channel. And we also did the meet and greet, but I didn't really film inside because it wasn't a pleasant experience. But I did finally get to meet the little toady, Flick, Schwartz, Black Bart, and the female elf. The male elf guy, he was annoying. And the brother was also there, and Peter was there. But I didn't really want to wait in line for Peter because all his photo op things were like $200 and I wasn't going to pay that. And I was a little intimidated on asking for photos when I'm not giving them money. So anyways, I got all those on the channel. So if you guys like the Christmas story, come check them out. Thanks for watching. I did not notice this. They got some stained glass puppet sounds in the windows. All right, Indiana.
We made it.
And we got a lot of bugs on the windshield.
Did we just wash them?
We just got a car wash and it rained right after we got a car wash.
So,
Bug poop.
one more state.
All right, Indiana, and then Illinois, and then another hour and 20 minutes to home, I think, from once we cross the border, I think, and almost to Wisconsin. But if we wanted to make this trip 12 states, we could just swing up to Michigan real quick.
We could just leave it at 11.
Could leave it at 11.
I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of lucky number, right?
Yeah, 12. Oh, 11. Alright. Our arrival time at our final destination will be at 7:03. But that is not accurate because we are going to get some udon noodles. On the left here, you will see the Indiana border. And then over here on the right hand side, it's going to be the little sign behind a tree that says, "Welcome home, Chris and Leah. Welcome back to Illinois,
We appreciate.
the land of Lincoln." Abe Lincoln.
Were we in Lincoln?
We were in Lincoln, yes, we were in Lincoln. So the sun is getting low, big ball in the sky. Our trip is gonna come to an end. We got one day to get resituated and ready to go back to work.
Keep left toward Wisconsin, Iowa.
Yeah, we're going to Wisconsin, Iowa now. We're gonna just keep going to South Dakota. Nope. No.
No.